Well, if you guys wanted a rejection story, here you go. It's just really sad, but I don't know. We've been having some really, really cold weather these past few days. Cold weather, I actually like cold weather. The problem is the wind. It's been so windy in my area. And on Friday night, actually, well, I guess I'll just do the whole. Really, I'm not going to summarize my entire weekend. I don't do much, but basically what happened is, I decided to do a little bit of a Hail Mary attempt to message a girl on Facebook. I was talking to some people. They gave me some courage to do it. Why not? Whatever. Basically, I had friended her a while ago. She finally accepted. And then I waited a few days, thought about what to do, and then decided to just shoot her a non threatening message. And it honestly took me some courage even to do that. I was like, I don't want to do it. I did it at like around midnight, probably, I think on Friday. But I don't know, man. Friday was just such a bad night. Like, it was so windy and snowy, and you get into January and February, and it's just miserable outside. Not that I hate it. I mean, I would rather it be this than 85 degrees. I just can't stand the heat. But some of these days and just the clouds, it's actually crazy. It's sunny today. It is very rare. Once you get into like a northeastern climate into January, February, it is always cloudy. Very rarely will it ever be sunny. You'll just get straight cloud blanket overcast coverage for like 8 straight days, 9 straight days. That's why it's like really rare right now. I'm looking outside. It's sunny. It's sunny here this afternoon, and the sun still sets early. It's hard to even tell, but technically, we are moving it back to where it's light out, later into the night, but it's still like 6 o'clock, it'll be dark in my area. But just getting back to the story, I know. So I end up messaging her, very non-threatening, just say, hey, whatever. And, I didn't want to check it, because it's just like, it's a nerves thing. So I just let it go on Saturday. I was, doing my videos, whatever. And then at night, finally, I decided to build up the courage to check my Facebook account. I don't even use Facebook, guys. This is fucking ridiculous. But I decided to check, and I just kept listening to this one song all day on Saturday. I don't even know why, but I've been listening to a lot of music recently. So I decided to check, and you know what? Because I'm not familiar with Facebook at all, I see that I have a notification. So I was getting very excited. Oh my goodness, I got a notification. She must have responded. But guys, turns out the notification was for something different. Apparently, one of my stories, the little 24-hour little story things that you post, one of my stories had expired. That was the notification. As for the response from the female, there was no response. Actually, there was nothing at all. Guys, I messaged this girl, and she just fucking unfriended me. Like, there was no, just complete, literally, I mean, she's got to be dating someone, right? Is that a cope? I gotta start buying the meme coin, cope. Yeah, that's what I need to buy right now. Oh, man. Nah, man. I thought she was single, honestly, but there's no way. There's no way I would get rejected like that. You wouldn't think. But honestly, I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? It's just so miserable. It's awkward. It's embarrassing. I gotta get out of this state, man. I really do. And I mean, my finances, I was just reflecting on my finances and stuff. And it's honestly, 2023 might go down as the most critical year of my life in terms of actually being able to generate income. 2022, I made like, 27,000, I think, but that was even before taxes. They ended up getting me on taxes about 4 or 5,000, so it was down. But like, I think I made 27,000 off of YouTube in 2022. That's actually, is that livable? No, I don't think you can say that's livable by yourself. You can, because I think livable is you have to make 3,000 a month. I mean, technically you can make less, I get it, but like, honestly, if you're paying 1,000 for rent, if you're paying 1,000 for food and utilities and all that, and then I think you should have like around 3,000 every month. But like, just going back, 2022, I made like 27K, and guys, 2023, just like the timing of all this with the crypto bull run starting, the halving coming up, late 2024, early 2025, getting my money in the market. I just can't believe the timing worked out like this. And I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to say, "Oh, I'm rich." But with where my portfolio is right now, I was just thinking like how much money do you need to retire? And retire is a funny word. I've always been radical, I guess you could say, in terms of my thinking of money, retirement, grown-ups, the advice, put your money away, put it in a 401k. And it's like, what's the plan here? You want me to put my money in a 401k and work for 40 years and then be a millionaire by the time I'm 60? That's the plan? Really? No thanks. So I've always been one of those type of people, like, college, paying out debt, things like that. It's just, and for a while, it never worked out. I mean, in 2021, I was completely broke. I remember looking at my bank account, $3 or $4 was in it. At that point, I should have been working, doing something, but I just kept trying at YouTube. 2022, a little bit of traction, but last year, man, like me actually building a portfolio with legit money and not just YOLOing in $10,000 or something. I don't know, man. It's just the timing it wasn't perfect timing, but it was like almost, I wish I would have gotten in a little bit earlier. Like in the summer, I wish I would have gotten in. I really got in like October, early October, fully back into crypto, which beggars can't be choosers. Certainly better than getting in now. A lot of the coins that I got in are up significantly. And at this point, you look for new coins. But at this point, I'm someone, I love to have just cash, just in case something happens. I mean, could I theoretically invest more? Yeah. But I don't know, man. I'm trying to penny pinch a little bit, but I'm also trying to make sure, like, I have a whole bunch of money set aside right now because of the taxes. It's just crazy. I think I've actually undershot on how much I'm going to owe for taxes, but I definitely have enough money to pay them. But with YouTube, you got to be very careful, especially now at the start of the year. Like, so the January paycheck, and by the way, like, even the money I'm making in January, I knew it would go down, but it's still decent money, man. Even with it being slashed, almost in half, because all YouTubers make less in January, February, it still is decent money. And so, I guess my thought is, well, I was just talking about the taxes. The tax situation, I do think I'm going to owe a little bit more than I thought, but it is what it is. I've got that money saved. I was just thinking, like, how much money do you actually need to retire? In the sense of, like, if I actually got a significant amount of money, like around 4 or 5 million, obviously if I got 4 or 5 million, that would get taxed to shit. It would probably get taxed after I took it out of the market to like 2.3, 2.4 million, depending if I have like 4 million. I mean, it's going to be taxed at like a 33% rate. It's short-term gains tax. Even if I had held coins, because the thing with crypto, if you hold coins for over a year, you don't get hit with the short-term capital gains tax. And maybe I can prove that. There are a few coins that I am planning on holding for an extended period, but with crypto, it's very hard. But maybe I'll try and prove something like that and get that slashed a little bit. But I was just thinking, like, imagine just, because I would never stop doing YouTube, but what you would do is views become inconsequential, upload schedule becomes inconsequential. That's to me what retirement is. It's just doing videos whenever I want, not having a quota to hit. Like, oh, I have to upload 3 videos today, otherwise I'm not going to hit X and I'm not going to make Y and I'm not going to get this amount of money towards the end of the month. And to be able to sit back and say, it doesn't matter if this video gets 1 view, 100 views, 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views, it doesn't matter. I've always wanted to have a mansion. I don't know why. Like a big house. I never care about cars or anything like that. I really think cars are hit or miss with people. I mean, I know some people that are just obsessed with cars. I mean, sure, I'd like a nice car, better than what I have now. A car with a good interior that runs really well, that's quiet. But it's just like, I'd never, like, even if I got rich, I would never just buy cars. For me, it's just, I want a bigger house, man. Like a big house. But obviously, if you get a big house, you need a family, you need a wife. I don't know, guys. It's an interesting thing to think about, like the timing of actually making money and finally making money. Because if I didn't make money in 2023, man, oh my God, I would be. I remember 2021 sitting out and being completely fucked up in the head when I missed that bull run. Because how are you in crypto in 2018 and you miss out on 2021? That's just crazy. But it's just, I just didn't work. I remember my mom saying you should go work for Amazon during COVID, and I was just like, I don't want to do that. But it's like, looking back on it, it's just so stupid. I don't know. So my financial situation it's evolving, and there's a lot of stuff that's happening right now in the world of crypto that's very interesting. In my portfolio, there's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. It's going to change a lot. I mean, this 2024 is just a crazy year. I was thinking about, like, I don't know where my channel will be in 8 or 9 months or whatever it is until the election, but dude, it's just crazy. College football, NFL, the election, all happening at the exact same time. October of 2024, November of 2024. It's just fucking crazy, man. There's just seismic shifts that are going to be happening, and you've got the bull market starting up. Oh my God. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's just going to be happening one way or another. I mean, I'm just trying to put my head down and continue to, it's almost like a quota for me, like reach a certain amount of views, get a certain amount of money. Obviously, March, I think February is going to be really slow. There's just nothing to, there's just little stories. It just depends. Maybe stuff will come out in February that I can talk about, but like March will always be good because March Madness. The summer, I don't really know, man. Last year during the summer, I kind of lucked out with the Titanic bullshit happening a little bit there, but we'll see what happens in the summer, because I don't even do baseball content. It's not like I don't talk about teams at all or anything like that. So I don't know. I've always like dreamed of like changing my channel and making it like one video a day, vlogs about my life. But it's like you have to be interesting, you know? You have to create a story that people want to watch. You have to be desirable. You have to have a cameraman. There has to be character, you know? And I was just never able to create any of that stuff because it's hard to. It's not like I can fucking pay someone to, be my right-hand man or anything like that. But I don't know. I've just always thought of like cutting it back and just trying to make my videos more exclusive and make people like, because I feel like there's just there's no togetherness with my videos. There's like 4 of them a day. And I don't know if I just made them more exclusive, but then again, then you're sacrificing money, to do something like that. I feel like it'll all have to like come into itself. It's kind of like my channel in 2023, just the money that I made and then just the timing of it, getting in. But yeah, there was my denial. I actually tried to tone down on how cringy it was. I mean, I was like nervous to even open the message and like you get a notification. Dude, Facebook is such a shitty app. It really is. But guys, that girl, she's got to be seeing someone. I actually think she is single. I don't know. That was a pretty brutal thing that happened there. But either way, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on, actually just go ahead and join my Discord if you're interested. Link to that's in the description.